Hey guys, how are we all? Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a love reading for the sign of Taurus for October 2021. This can resonate with your sun, moon, rising or Venus sign, okay? So obviously, please take what resonates and leave the rest. If the reading sounds like it resonates for you rather than necessarily your person of interest, your love interest, then use your own discernment and kind of switch the roles, okay? So I actually am available now on TikTok. I usually post pretty regularly on there. I haven't been able to put a link onto the description box as of yet. I've tried a few times, but the link doesn't seem to be working. So that's why I'm kind of mentioning it to you guys now in the reading, if you are on TikTok. They're just obviously shorter love readings. They're available on that kind of platform there. Okay. So, but please use your own discernment in relation to that as well, because there has been a few people, or there have been, has and have, what have you, been a few people kind of impersonating my profile. I think they're predominantly private accounts, but just in case anyone says to you, you know, wanting a private reading, etc., WhatsApping you, asking you for money, etc., that's not me, okay? So eventually I feel like I'll be doing live readings on TikTok at some point, but as of right now, I'm not available for personal readings, okay? So I just thought I'd kind of put that out there as a PSA, so please be careful guys. I don't want you to kind of miss out on any of your hard-earned cash, okay? So anyway guys, let's get into this. This is for Taurus for October, for love. What can we get for you guys, okay? Taurus, October. Wow, okay, Seven of Swords, interesting. That was the first card out that came out for Aries as well. So, but they came out, theirs was sideways, so you could be dealing with an Aries predominantly as well, or you have Aries in your chart, I'm getting. What's up? Oh, for Taurus. Okay, one more for Taurus for love. Page of Wands, okay. Queen of Swords in reverse, interesting. Yeah, this card also came out, but it was on the table for Aries too. So you could be dealing with an Aries, or you have it in your chart. Obviously, this could be the signs here. You could have it in your chart or in your person's chart. Okay, so we have Cancer energy here with the High Priestess, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There are no cups as of on the table for this reading, so there's no water signs showing as of present, but there could be emotion at some point. So either you or your person are ending a very tough cycle in their life here with the Ten of Swords. It's been incredibly painful, and I'm also getting, of what you don't see, they've been predominantly dealing with a karmic partner or a third party situation or something. Maybe even a work situation that has been incredibly difficult for them, but there could even be a like a feminine figure in their life, but they come across as very aggressive, and predominantly they may have been saying particular bad things about your person, or this is something that's been happening to you. And the truth is coming to light about this. Predominantly I'm getting the sense, if this is someone that they're dealing with, your person's dealing with, they're going to be able to communicate at some point, but they're maybe not as of yet able to do so because they need to finish off a cycle with this other situation and close it off for healing. They know that they don't want to be up in their head about it anymore, and they've had a lot of mental conflict in relation to this situation, but now they're just getting to the point here that they want to be able to move on forward and find peace. They don't want to have any more fights or disagreements in their life, and they certainly don't want any drama. So if they do eventually come towards you, it's going to be of peace, and they're most likely going to express to you that they've been in a situation that wasn't necessarily working out, and it's not moving forward as of right now, but I'm getting the sense that it's moving, it is still moving forward, but it's not moving at the speed that you may like it or your person may like it, and they just want to kind of rush out of it and move on forward to the next stage and find this particular peace and end a cycle. But they are not just necessarily at that point as of right now. I feel like they're still having to wait, and predominantly they may feel like they're at a crossroads, or they have been at a crossroads in their life for quite some time, but now they're making the decision that they want to be able to move on forward. And eventually, if you've not received any communication about what's been happening in their life, like they've been keeping it relatively to themselves, keeping it quite secret, they will eventually express to you what has been going on. And I'm just getting this sense that they're very heartbroken in this other situation that they've been in. They're closing out a cycle that they may have invested a lot of time, a lot of energy in, and they may even have children with this person, but they just quite frankly feel exhausted. They feel really burnt out by the whole thing. And I'm also getting here that it is coming to a completion, but it's definitely taken its sweet time. And your person has gone through numerous challenges in relation to this connection. We've got double sevens here, which is really interesting. So they want to kind of let you know, like this is some sort of warning, that the reason they're keeping themselves very quiet is because I feel like they have to. I feel like for some particular reason, maybe because of the children, or because of a long-term situation, they have to keep things relatively close to their chest. So for it's like kind of letting you know now that this situation that they're dealing with has been incredibly like tiresome on them, really quite difficult, and they're getting to the point that the only reason they're withdrawing from potentially from you, if there's been no contact with you or lack of communication, I'm getting predominantly to kind of protect you from whatever it is that they're going through, because it's really not very nice. Here with the Ten of Swords, okay, I feel like they've got to the point where they've realised, look, I need to move on. I need to move on, but they may not necessarily been at a point to have done that as of yet. And I'm getting the sense that somebody may have betrayed your person, or they may have betrayed you, or you've had gone through this in your life, and there may have been lies and deceit in relation to this predominantly. But whatever situation is going on, like there's been a sense of somebody's been wearing a mask, and I feel like whatever mask has been worn by any of the people in this situation will be coming off relatively soon. The truth is going to be shown on a situation, and it's going to be the cold-hearted truth, but it is going to be truth nonetheless. And I feel like someone is trying to face up to whatever problems that they've had or that they're dealing with, and they're just wanting to move on from it. Predominantly, I'm just getting this sense that if they have been dealing with a partner as of sorts, their freedom has been restricted from this other situation, predominantly from a long-term investment that they've made. And they're asking you to be relatively patient. They will eventually communicate to you, and when they communicate to you, they will get this kind of intuitive nudge to let you know that they will eventually let their guards down, or they want you to let your guard down, and they will want to invest with you at some point, but they're just closing out of something right now which is very difficult and challenging for this person. And it's kind of, they're like awakening to the idea that they need to finish this off, and I feel like that is something that they're trusting themselves to do. And they're realizing that if they have stayed in another situation, what's coming to light quite predominantly is that they may have been coerced by other people predominantly to stay in a situation, or especially here with this kind of Queen of Swords in reverse, this is somebody who's very cold, who's very manipulative, and quite frankly she's quite vindictive. And predominantly I'm getting as well that this has been incredibly challenging for your person. Look at that, broke up the deck, and we have the Fool energy. And didn't I say earlier you could be dealing with an Aries? because they had this particular card and this one, and also now broke up the deck and we have the Fool card. Somebody is wanting to move on from a situation. They want to start off new, and they want to get to a point where they don't have to take everything in their life so seriously and be a lot light-hearted about everything. And they will want to have a chance to come forward towards you. They definitely have feelings for you, but predominantly they may have been in a relationship that's not necessarily worked out. There could have been ego issues previously. If not that, then they've been very prideful about coming forward to show you how they feel. Predominantly because they probably feel like if they were to close off this relationship, they may be ready to kind of jump in towards you, but they are scared or fearful that the relationship may be the same, that there will be stinginess, and that you guys won't move on forward, and that you'll have to heal again any unresolved issues. So I'm getting this kind of feeling that this person, they want to take the leap of faith and come forward towards you, but they need to close off another cycle. And until they've done that and they've healed themselves a bit, they're going to predominantly feel in fear that that your relationship may sorry, my throat just keeps wanting to close up, may end up, or they feel or they fear that it may end up being the same as it was with this other situation, and that it will fail, and they don't want it to fail, and they just kind of they're just fearful. That's what it is. They're just fearful because they don't want to feel stuck. We've got double sixes here, so there's a lot going on. No, triple sixes. Oh my gosh, I've just seen this. Triple sixes, not together, but yeah, so 666 your person could be seeing right now, and that's obviously nothing to be scared of. You know, people say, oh, that's a, you know, what have you number, but it's predominantly what that means is to do with the material world. Like your person may be just focusing so much on their material world as of right now that they haven't necessarily kind of feeling enlightened as of yet with this kind of you know, that feeling enlightened about their situation, predominantly about moving forward. But let's see what else we got here with the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle cards. Okay, they absolutely want to be able to send messages to you, and there is a lot of attraction between the two of you, and they definitely reflect on your relationship, and they feel like there is something there. Predominantly you may have thought that this person was being really kind of tricky with you and deceiving you, but I'm getting the sense that whatever has been happening between your partnership has been very much happening in their partnership, if this does pertain to a third party situation. Now, it doesn't have to be romance, it's it could be anything really. So what's going on for Taurus, please? 2 cards. Yeah, here we are. Look, coffin and kisses. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation and transition. Yeah, they're definitely closing off something as of right now, but they can't do this until they can't come forward towards you with kisses and have unconditional love and give and receive affection and fall in love with you until they finish this other situation off. Yeah, lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. They're going through an upheaval right now that they're having to transform and that they're having a lot of difficulty with. And this could be a very long journey that they've been on, but they will eventually communicate to you what they have been going through. But look, not today. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call person, boundaries, and still angry. And then we have the chaser. Chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. So they can't contact you as of today because they may be still angry with another situation. Yeah, they're making, they may have been strung along by someone that they were dealing with. Somebody may have been unfaithful here, and they've had this realization that they don't want to be strung along, or predominantly you may feel like if this person was to communicate with you, that, you know, you may feel like they're being strung along, and then you will want to end the situation with this person because if they haven't finished another something else. So you may feel like, actually I'm going to decide to stay single and kind of enjoy my life a little bit more, predominantly, and kind of reflect on my own life, and I'll let my defenses down, but potentially when it comes to new love, rather than this other person, because they may have really hurt you in the past. But we have not enough here. Frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear and ego issues, and jealousy. So predominantly there could have been jealousy at one point in their connection, or somebody else's connection, like if they were dealing with a third party or you were, etc. Obviously please take however this resonates. So yeah, you could feel like you're divine counterparts here, but there's maybe not balance necessarily in your connection as of right now, that you're in a place to be able to commit to each other, because they may have not felt like they were enough, so they haven't come forward towards you. Yeah, because they're dealing with someone else or something else. You know, the snake, competition, enemy, malicious, look over your shoulder, and the other woman, and we kind of got that here. Okay, that predominantly they could have been dealing with someone else. And I broke up the deck again, and you could be finding out very suddenly that predominantly this person may be a divine counterpart, or you may have thought they were, or they're getting this kind of realization that you may be, or just, if not necessarily that, we're putting labels on it, just a high level soulmate of sorts, or you may have shared a past life connection, and that's possible because we saw those two sixes together. So that's kind of to do with past life as well. So what else can we get here for Taurus? There will be success and there will be completion, but they're trying to finish off something. Or you are getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So yeah, you will eventually get to the point very soon that you'll be able to communicate, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So they absolutely want to talk to you, communicate with you, let you know what's been going on, but they just definitely feel stuck as of right now. Yeah, love yourself first, and it came out kind of reverse. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Maybe they were deceiving themselves, that they thought, they may have been deceiving themselves, and they stayed in another situation because they didn't love themselves, and then they've been betrayed, and then they've had something kind of reflected back to them. This sounds kind of similar to the Aries reading, because they had this kind of like mirror card as well, that they're having to reflect on their relationship as well. So yeah, we've also got unrequited love. There's not enough chemistry or attraction to keep this relationship going. So predominantly this could have been very hurtful, that this person may have been betrayed, been lied to. There could have been a secret affair, I'm getting, quite possibly here with the Seven of Swords, or someone playing a lot of games. And you know, the Queen of Swords, so she is someone that does play mind games. So I'm getting that predominantly your person could have been dealing with someone who didn't necessarily have the feelings and the emotion for them, and we've got no cups here, so there's no emotion in this other situation, if that part of the reading does resonate for you, okay? But they're dealing with a lot, okay? What else is going on for Taurus? Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So predominantly you may have disconnected from this person. You may have retreated your energy, like taken back your energy from this person and focused on yourself and moving forward. Like you can see, like moving forward, looking into the distance, predominantly focusing on your own career or your own projects, maybe even a spiritual business of sorts, I'm getting. And kind of, yes, you've reflected on the relationship, but you're not going to be kind of stuck there. And I'm getting this sense like this retreating has been incredibly important for you, but also for your person, to have this time apart predominantly, so that something can be shown, something can be cleared up. But they are going to be disconnecting from this other situation, and they want to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you to discuss their feelings, to let you know. And then we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So they would definitely want to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you and let you know what's been going on. They could have children in the mix that's affecting their love life, or you do. And we kind of got that earlier with this page energy here. So I'm going to take one more and then, oh, okay. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So yes, this person is getting to the point where they're needing to free themselves to be able to move on forward and give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So yes, this person wants to free themselves from another situation, most likely, and they want you to eventually forgive them if they were to come back around, because they will close off this other cycle. And when we saw with the World and the Star earlier, you know, they will get some clarity, you will as well, and you'll eventually be able to heal on, and then there won't be any lingering resentment anymore here with the Five of Wands. Maybe they may even come in with a small offer as a gift, maybe an apology, so that they can heal things with you. And, you know, there's going to be light drawn onto the situation, and it's going to bring a lot of happiness for yourself, but also this person, when they're able to move on forward out of something, because they definitely want to find common ground with you, and they also want to kind of have your relationship turn a corner. Like, they definitely recognize your connection, but predominantly they may be going through a breakup elsewhere, and they're trying to finish that up as of first, but they know and see you guys having this really beautiful union, maybe even a rekindling of a romance, a reconciliation, I'm getting quite strongly. And also this whole situation will eventually feel so happy and joyous, and, you know, you'll be free. But predominantly this person may have a bit of emotional baggage as of right now, so they can't come forward towards you and engage in opening their heart and having intimacy with you, even if they recognize you guys as soulmates, but they're needing to focus on their kind of own self-love first. And predominantly, if this does resonate, this is for you to kind of focus on your kind of own self-love as well, until this person is able to free themselves to come back around. Oh my gosh, look at that reconciliation. I said that, didn't I? They want to come back, and I've just seen 22:22 on the clock. So they definitely want to come back, predominantly if this does resonate as a past life relationship. Let your friends help you. So predominantly they could be having people around them that are helping organise something to come forward towards you, so that you could go away together. But as of right now, there may be a few differences. Broke up the deck, and we've got past life relationship, and I've literally just said that. You have known each other before. So they do recognise your connection very strongly. Okay, so I'm just going to pull from the Soulmates in Separation, unspoken love messages, to see what your person wants to say, or what do they want to say to you. Okay. But they are getting to the point, they want to face whatever problems that they've had, and they want to be able to kind of face the problems that maybe they've had separately, but also you two together as well, and kind of fix those. My pride and ego led us astray, so if that's something that could resonate, that could be just an additional message. What's going on with Taurus? Judgment. I'm making the decision once and for all to turn this around. Taurus, please. I love you more than anyone, but fail to show it. Two more. I want to fight for this connection, but I just don't know how. I seek strength and courage. And lastly, hurting you was not the plan. Okay. And then every song I hear reminds me of you. So that's basically what they want to say to you, or what you want to say to them. Okay. So anyway, guys, I hope that you have enjoyed the reading. I did intend to make these a lot shorter, but it just never seems to go that way. So I'm sorry about that. But I'm hopefully you guys are still here and that you have enjoyed the reading. If you did, please like, share and subscribe. Leave us a comment, I greatly appreciate it, and hit the notification bell as well, so that you guys know when I'm posting up videos. I'm going to be putting out a lot more love content for you guys, and also just check us out on TikTok if that's something that you're interested in as well. Okay, so take care guys, thank you, bye for now.